For more on the situation in Iran, we can now cross to correspondent Reza Sayeh in Tehran. Hi, Reza. Now, these latest figures, especially the fatalities, show that the virus is a serious concern there. Can you give us an overview of the government's response?
Well, the government is trying to reassure people, trying to give them as much information as possible in order for them to take care of themselves. But Iranians are worried. They're increasingly anxious, on edge. Just a week ago, this was a virus that was someone else's problem to many Iranians. But increasingly, it seems this is a growing concern and a growing problem here in Iran. It's gotten to a point that state media every hour on television, on radio, is giving people information, again, about how to take care of themselves. Everywhere you look here in the capital, Tehran, people are wearing masks, medical protective masks. There's reports of shortages of masks. There's reports of price gouging of masks. Many people are not shaking hands. Even among friends, you're seeing fist bumps instead of handshakes. There's schools that are closed, university and cultural centers that are closed. I spoke to one person who came to Iran from overseas yesterday to attend a funeral. She's so scared that she's returning tonight. What's fueling the anxiety and the concern is a lot of unconfirmed rumors and reports online, on social media, that the number of cases of coronavirus, the number of deaths are much higher than what's being reported by authorities here in Iran. It's important to stress that those are unconfirmed reports, but they're certainly fueling the anxiety. The health ministry is trying to ease people's concerns, reassure them. They've established headquarters throughout the country. They've started a campaign, a mobilization plan called We Will Beat Corona. But again, many people here in Iran on edge, and they simply don't know what the future holds and where everything's headed with this virus.
And Reza, there were some concerns that fears about the virus impacted the voter turnout in Friday's parliamentary election.
Yeah, it's hard to say if it impacted the voter turnout. It's hard to say how many people didn't come out because of the concern for the voter turnout. I know a lot of people were eager to see what the voter turnout was. And just a couple of hours ago, the turnout was announced to be 42%. That is the lowest ever turnout for a parliamentary election. Did the coronavirus had something to do with it? Again, it's hard to say, but at least one person, Iran's supreme leader, suggested that the coronavirus was to blame for the voter turnout. He said it was negative propaganda by Iran's enemies regarding the coronavirus, discouraged people from coming out. But again, when you look at these statistics, 8 deaths, more deaths than any other country outside of China, an increasing number of coronavirus cases, these are indications that this is a real concern, that is potentially a virus that can spread unless it can be contained.
Thank you very much, Reza Sayeh, there reporting for us from Tehran. Now, staying with that story, in Italy,